you get interested in cooking?
I think that all my life I've really been interested. I mean, I've always enjoyed food.
Margarita Fores, born into a prominent family and gifted with an extraordinary talent for cooking. In a short period of time, she has carved a niche for herself in the field of the culinary arts.
Actually, it just sort of fell into place because I found myself, just spending the greater part of my day cooking and preparing meals for friends. And I realized that not only did I enjoy it, but that, it was something that I was good at. So then it was only at that point that I decided why not go to Italy. All that time that I was in New York and just, forever cooking for my friends and actually creating occasions just so that I could do it.
An accountant by profession, Margarita never intended to pursue a career in cooking. When she first learned how to cook, it was out of necessity.
I, took on a job in Hong Kong with a big finance company. I was in the holding company for new projects, and Hong Kong is such a busy city, and it's also it's a food center. That's one of the reasons why I had to start cooking, because otherwise I had this little apartment, and my mom, helped me financially, but then I knew that if I just kept eating out, I'd blow all my savings and my rent money as well. So I had to teach myself to be able to prepare something for one at home. No technique, huh? I mean, no system.
This is more interesting.
That's why I have fun.
Don't worry.
Here, I'll make you try. It's like dikiam. I never even, was taught technically how are you supposed to chop, how are you supposed to hold a knife. But I learned on my own, and whatever I do now is really learned from a lot of, cut fingers, a lot of burns, and that's the only way that it sticks.
Did you receive any formal training?
Not till maybe 2 years, 1986 in Italy, when I went to take, formal courses, but that was really only a month.
It was only when Margarita became a consultant to the family-owned Trattoria Uno Ristorante that she was recognized publicly as a cook. Impressed with her superb Italian cooking, the Hyatt Regency management invited her to hold the Italia in Bocca festival. It was such a success that Italia in Bocca too soon followed.
I shocked the daylights out of the people at the Hyatt when I told them that I didn't have any measurements for my recipes. And I really had to take an extra effort to put it down in paper so that they could cost it out. Otherwise...
So you don't have any measurements, so what happens?
I never do. I just sort of, know when it's right. I know when I've used, the right amount of whatever seasoning. And I feel that the best work that I've done in the kitchen is work that I've done without knowing beforehand what I was going to prepare. And I've done it.
Margarita is now also in the business of catering for different functions.
What I like to do more is help, let's say, the hostess of the house put things together. So doesn't have the time to do it. It's funny because people always feel like they think that maybe I'm not used to it. I'm not used to, working with my hands, working around so much heat. But, I keep telling them I can't do my work unless I'm, beside the stove. And you have to understand that it's okay, don't feel awkward that I'm in the kitchen working, because if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be here. I find that the people I work with in the kitchen they're the most fun to work with, because they're first of all, they're the ones that have given me a lot of tips as far as, cooking and food is concerned. I have a camaraderie with them that I find is very natural.
What's the challenge in cooking for you?
Well, I think the challenge is not so much in getting, the actual recipe done. The challenge lies more like when they've already sort of wiped their mouths for the last time at the end of the meal. That's when I'll know if I did, if I did a good job that night or not, because I feel that the judgment of the product is really not by my standards, it's by the standards of the person who eats it.